Have you ever stopped to think how something meant to unite people in love, peace, and hope ended up causing so many wars, deaths, and destruction throughout history? Religion, created to give meaning to life, has also been used as a weapon to take lives away. But why? What lies behind this invisible force that moves millions, and yet divides them just the same? Today, we're going deep into that question, because what you're about to hear might completely change the way you see faith and power. Before we continue, if you enjoy content that makes you think, question, and see the world from a new angle, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button, because what's coming next will truly surprise you. Since the dawn of civilization, faith and power have always walked hand in hand. In ancient Egypt, pharaohs were seen as living gods. Ruling wasn't just political, it was sacred. In Mesopotamia, kings claimed to receive their authority directly from the gods, and this pattern repeated itself across centuries. Whoever controlled religion controlled the people, because nothing is more powerful than convincing someone that your will is the will of God. But the real problem began when one people's faith started to clash with another's. Each civilization believed its God was the true one, and that belief became the spark for centuries of bloodshed. One of the darkest chapters in history began in the 11th century. The Crusades. For nearly 200 years, Christians and Muslims fought over control of the Holy Land, Jerusalem. Thousands died in the name of God. But behind the religious speeches, there was something far more earthly: power, territory, and wealth. Popes promised eternal salvation to those who took up arms. Kings saw an opportunity to expand their domains. And ordinary people believed they were fighting for a divine cause without realizing they were just pieces in a much bigger game. The same thing happened elsewhere. The jihads, or Islamic holy wars, were also used to expand territories under the banner of faith. Once again, religion was the flag, but the real beneficiaries were the leaders, political and spiritual, who controlled the story. In the 16th century, Europe witnessed a new kind of religious war. The wars of the Protestant Reformation, when Martin Luther challenged the Catholic Church. He had no idea the chaos it would unleash. Catholics and Protestants clashed in brutal conflicts that devastated the continent. Families torn apart, cities burned to ashes, all in the name of God. But deep down, these wars weren't just about faith. They were about money and power. The church collected taxes, controlled kings and crowns, and influenced empires. Challenging, it meant challenging the system itself. And like any system, afraid of losing control, it struck back with violence. Even today, religion continues to be used as a tool for war and manipulation. In the Middle East, conflicts between Sunnis and Shiite, between Israel and Palestine, prove that religious wounds are still open. But the modern battlefield is also ideological. In many countries, governments exploit people's faith to justify laws, control behavior, and maintain power. Religion itself isn't the problem. The problem is how people use it. When faith becomes a weapon, it stops setting us free and starts imprisoning us. And maybe the greatest religious battlefield of all time isn't out there. It's inside each of us, between what we believe and what we're willing to do in the name of that belief. Religion shaped civilizations, built cathedrals, and inspired art, music, and philosophy. But it also divided nations, provoked massacres, and destroyed empires. In the end, the war was never between gods. It has always been between men who use the name of God to justify the And you? Do you believe humanity will ever learn to separate faith from power? Tell me in the comments. I'd really like to hear your thoughts. And if this video made you reflect, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell, because here, curiosity never sleeps. And the next topic might just shake your beliefs even more.